On the news tonight, President Tinubu extends Bashir Adeniyi's tenure as Nigeria Customs Controller General. Army Chief says Nigerian Army lacks funds to accommodate 13,000 new recruits. Appeal Court affirms Lucky Ayedatiwa's election as Ondo State's governor. On the foreign scene, President Trump grants last-minute extension to temporary trade deal with Mexico. Good evening. This is News at 7 on Western Spring Television. My name is Damilola Raphael. The presidency has announced that the tenure of the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adeniyi, has been extended by President Bola Tinubu. Adeniyi's tenure, which is due to expire on August 31, 2025, has been extended by 1 year, according to a statement released today by presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga. He said the extension will enable Adeniyi to consolidate ongoing reforms and complete critical initiatives of the administration. The reforms, according to Onanuga, includes the modernization of the customs service, the implementation of the National Single Window Project, and the execution of Nigeria's obligations under the African Continental Free Trade Area (AfCFTA) protocol. He added that President Tinubu recognizes Adeniyi's steadfast leadership and commitment to service. Tinubu appointed Adeniyi as the Customs Comptroller General in October 2023. He took over from former CJ Hamid Ali in June 2023, initially serving in acting capacity. To security matters, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has appealed for improved funding for the Nigerian Army, citing the growing demands of operational efficiency and personnel welfare. General Oluyede made the appeal on Thursday during a visit by the Senate Committee on Army to the Army headquarters in Abuja. He commended the committee for its oversight and ongoing support to the Army, but stressed that current funding mechanisms were inadequate to meet the Army's needs. The Army Chief said the Army is still challenged in terms of operational efficiency as this year alone, they are expecting about 13,000 new personnel, but there are no corresponding resources to provide accommodation for them, noting that there are still soldiers not being accommodated. In his remarks, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Army, Senator Abdulaziz Yaradua, acknowledged the Army's funding constraints and reaffirmed the committee's commitment to advocating for improved budgetary allocations. In the meantime, troops of 6 Brigades Nigerian Army Sector 3 Operation Wildstroke, in conjunction with operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, have apprehended a suspected high-profile gun runner in Taraba State. The operation was carried out around Ambassador Roundabout in Wukari local government area and led to the arrest of a 29-year-old identified as Buliami Shuaib, a native of Belango village in Karim Lamido local government area. A press statement issued by Umar Mohammed, the public relations officer, 6 Brigades Nigeria Army, said the suspect is believed to be a key player in arms trafficking operating within the region. Items recovered from the suspects include 362 rounds of 7.62mm special ammunition, 1 round of 7.62mm NATO ammunition, 842,100 naira, 1 black Jincheng motorcycle, 1 Redmi phone, 1 Itel phone, 2 silver rings, and 1 First Bank ATM card. The suspect is said to be currently in custody and is cooperating with security agencies by providing valuable information to support ongoing investigations and future operations. In Edo State, Governor Monday Okwelo has stated that his administration will not relent in the war against cultism, kidnapping, and other criminal activities as part of efforts to ensure the state remains safe for all. In a statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary, Fred Itua, the governor made this known after a closed-door meeting with commanders and leaders of the Special Security Squad on Wednesday evening at the Government House in Benin City. The governor described the meeting as successful, saying attendees were able to strategize on intensifying the crackdown on cultism and kidnapping in the state. A statement further revealed that since the inauguration of the Special Securities Court, calm has gradually returned to the state, with several arrests made in a series of coordinated raids. Turning to politics, a former federal lawmaker, Senator Dino Melaye, has resigned from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, citing the party's inability to rescue the country from what he described as prevailing political cankerworms. Melaye, a former senator representing Kogi West, made this known today via a post on his X handle, where he shared a signed resignation letter addressed to the PDP chairman in Ward 1, Ayetoro Gbede, Ijumo local government of Kogi State. In the letter dated July 4, Melaye said the decision became imperative due to the lack of potency and capacity by the party to deliver Nigerians from the prevailing political cankerworms that have eaten deeply into the fabric of the nation. The 2023 governorship candidate of the PDP stated that after careful reflection on the state of the party, he could no longer, in good conscience, participate in its activities or support its agenda. His resignation adds to the growing wave of political realignment ahead of the 2027 general elections. Recently, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar also departed from the PDP. After his resignation, the former lawmaker was presented with a membership card of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, the platform adopted by the opposition coalition ahead of 2027.
African Democratic Congress, Kogi State Chapter, I, Honorable King City, Victor hereby present with the Secretary and the local government chairman, local government secretary, and also ward chairman and ward secretary to present to distinguished Senator Dino Melaye the membership card of African Democratic Congress. He's a full member and he has started even contributing to the party ever before we present him the membership card. So we are very grateful, sir. You are a leader indeed. You are a leader. You are a leader. You are a leader. You are a leader.
In the courts, the Court of Appeal sitting in Akure, Ondo State capital, has affirmed the election of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, the All Progressives Congress candidate in the November 16, 2024 governorship election in the state. Ayedatiwa was declared winner by the Independent National Electoral Commission after securing 366,781 votes, defeating his closest rival, Agboola Ajayi of the People's Democratic Party. On June 4, 2025, the Ondo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal dismissed multiple petitions challenging his election, including one filed by Ajayi, who alleged widespread irregularities. Before then, on March 11 this year, the Supreme Court had dismissed a separate appeal filed by Ajayi challenging Ayedatiwa's candidacy. In the meantime, a Kwara State High Court sitting in Ilorin, the state capital, has sent